What are your rights as a copyright owner? I'm going to talk about your bundle of rights today. And if you stick around toward the end, I'm going to offer you a free cheat sheet. You don't even have to opt in. I'm Angela Langlotz, trademark and copyright attorney, and I go live here weekdays to talk trademarks and copyrights. Today I'm going to talk about your rights as a copyright owner. Now, you have these rights even if you don't register your copyright. However, your right to recover for damages will be limited. I talked about that in an earlier video. So I encourage you to register your important creations. But you still have rights as a copyright owner. You have the exclusive right to exploit commercially your creation. So let's talk a little bit about those rights. You have to think of these rights as sort of a bundle of sticks. We talk about that in law school, that your rights to property are like a bundle of sticks. What does that mean? It means that you can keep certain rights and give away others. So you have this little bundle. And so I'm going to talk about what rights are included in the bundle. So you have the right to copy or make reproductions of the work. That means that you have the exclusive right to copy it and give it away or sell it. So if you want to create a photograph and make copies of the photograph, you have that exclusive right as the creator of the photograph. The other right you have is the right to sell or distribute your work. So you can, as the copyright holder, choose to distribute your work absolutely free, or you can choose to sell it. It's up to you. You're the creator. You also have the right to create what are called derivative works. Now, derivative work is a work that is based on the original. So let's say, for example, that you paint a painting, that's the original work, and then you take a photograph of it. That photograph would be called a derivative work. Now, maybe you want to sell the painting and then sell the photographs of the painting. You can do that too. You can do whatever you want because you created the original work and also the derivative work, and nobody else has the right to create derivative works from your creations. You also have the right to perform or display the work. Now, the performing comes in obviously when you're talking about creations like maybe choreography or a play, or perhaps a poem, like reading the poem. That would be a performance, okay? And you have the right to display the work. So if you have a photograph, you have the right to control where it is displayed. Now, these rights can be transferred to other people, and when you transfer part or all of your rights, it's called a license. Now, these licenses can be free or they can be for money. I recommend that you charge money. I like to see creators profit from their work. So you can charge money, and when you charge money, you also can decide what part of that bundle of sticks you're selling. So for example, you could license a creation for use one time in an ad campaign. You could license it for perpetual use, forever, non-exclusive. Non-exclusive meaning that you have the right to grant that to others too. When you grant someone the exclusive right to do something with your creation, you're assuring them that they have the only right and that you're not going to license that again to someone else. So there's lots of ways to do that. And one of the things that I do is I help creators figure all of that out. So, cheat sheet. I'm going to give you a cheat sheet about your rights as a copyright owner. All you have to do is say in the comments, I have rights, and I'll give it to you. There's no opt-in. You don't have to give me anything. All I want is for you to consume and use the material and benefit from it. I'm Angela Langlotz, and I go live here on weekdays to talk about trademarks and copyrights. You can find me online at trademarkdoctor.net. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/trademarkdoctor. You can message me on that page if you have questions, and I will answer them in a future live and tag you so that you know I answered.